I'm pulling up my parachute.
What's up guys, it's Nano here, and I'm going to just start this video off by saying thank you so much for 100 subscribers. It's taken me a while to get there. When I hit 100 subscribers, I put out my 0.1k GFX pack. If you didn't get a chance to see that, I will put it down in the description. It's pretty much mainly a couple of my custom made smokes and stuff. Yeah, it's custom made smokes, stocks, and all that good stuff. But I got like, I think it was 2 stocks and 2 smokes from other GFX packs just because I thought they were amazing and I love using them. But it pretty much consists of everything I use for 3D banners. But let's just get right into this tutorial. I'm going to be teaching you how to make this like crystal style, like Exodus does his stalagmites. It's going to be a 2-part tutorial, so I'm going to have half of it. The first half that I'm doing right now is going to be making the render, and then the render settings and the materials and stuff. I probably won't go over the materials because that takes a while, but I'll put the material pack that I used in the description so you can download that and get all the same materials and everything. Okay, so let's go here. So I'm just doing the Psycho logo. You already know how to get here probably. For the render settings at the beginning, I like to do output 1280 by 720. That's what I like to render my stuff as, and save PNG alpha channel. Make sure you select alpha channel, because if you don't select alpha channel, it won't save as a PNG file. But just save it as tutorial. That's it for now. Once we actually get to the final render process, we'll go through and add a couple more stuff. But for now, we don't want that because it'll make all the render process take a long time during the middle of the tutorial. But now let's just go ahead and get rid of these materials that I'm not going to be using. So let's get rid of that one. And let's see, do I need this one? Oh yeah, I like that one. That one looks good. Maybe this one. Cubic seamless. Okay, yeah, we're going to use that one. So we can get rid of that. And what is this? Okay, yeah, no, I don't need that either. So we've got my stalagmite style right here, this material. The material that I'm using on the logo, and this. Oh, I do need this last one, because this last one right here is what I'm going to put on the landscape in the background, and this goes on the spikes. So that's pretty much it for the materials. I'll put them in the description so you can get exactly the same thing that I have. But let's go ahead and start out. I like to put this at a when I do this style, I don't know, I like to put it at a diagonal angle. I just think it looks much nicer. But so turn it this way and just back a little bit, make it a little bit smaller. And then what you want to do is Control C, Control V to duplicate the extrude NURBS. And then you want to you go here and go to Atom Array, drag your extrude NURBS into your Atom Array. And what that's going to do is that's going to put an outline on your logo. That's how you do outline if you didn't already know. Then you select Atom Array, and I go to sphere radius. Your cylinder radius can't be higher than your sphere radius, so let's just put it on 2. What does that look like? Yeah, that looks like a pretty good outline on show you what it does. Puts that outline on there. It won't be rippled. It's only rippled because the material I put on it has displacement and it made it displaced. So now what you want to do is oh, I forgot to say, make sure you take this material, and when you put it on here, you click on it, go to projection, cubic, and seamless, because if you don't, it'll just look like this, and when you render it, it will look like that, and that's not what you want. So cubic, seamless. Now what you want to do is you want to go here and get a landscape. So drag it up. Here, I'm going to go ahead and set my camera. Make sure your landscape is right behind your logo. So select it, and then you want to come down here and click on spherical. And that's going to make it into a ball, kind of like a big boulder. And what this is going to do is this is going to make the platform for your logo. Your logo's kind of going to sit on this. So I like to mess with that. And mess with the middle one. Put it on like that right there. I like to bump the segments up a little bit. That's really realistic. Here, let's just go back. Keep it how it is. Just drag it behind your logo, kind of where your logo sits on it. But when I do it, a lot of people make it stick out a lot, like around the logo. I like it to be kind of proportionate, not too big, not like it's sitting on like a mountain boulder or anything. Let's see what that looks like. That's not too bad. I wouldn't say that's too bad. Then what you want to do is drag this material onto the landscape and do the same thing you did with the logo material. Go to cubic, seamless, and that makes it like a rock behind the logo. And then what you want to do, you go to you duplicate the landscape, and then you pull out another atom array, and you drag the landscape into the atom array just like you did with the logo for the outline, except for this one. Put it on 3. Yeah, put it on 3. And you're not going to keep it out there because that would just look stupid. It'd just look like this. Look like there's a cage around the boulder, which is really stupid. What you want to do is rotate the cage a little bit. So here, let's just make sure this is in the right spot. So you want to, don't rotate it too much. Make sure don't rotate it too much. Just make sure it's kind of just like sticking out in spots where it looks good. This is kind of just like trial and error. Here, hold on. That looks good right there. Then you want to drag the same material that you used on your logo, drag it onto the atom array, cubic, seamless, and it just kind of puts this like caged effect inside the ball, kind of like rubble sticking out and stuff. Now what you want to do, go to a sphere, pull it over here, and because when I made this material for the crystal, I made it like, where is it? I made the displacement subdivision level 4. You go to the sphere and you put the segments on 4, and you drag it on there. Always do cubic seamless when you do materials. I'm just saying that so that I don't have to say it over and over again throughout the entire video, just to let you guys know. And when you do this, since you don't delete your Fong tab, it doesn't leave it as just like a diamond. It makes it actually still rounded out, because that's what Fong does. So it's got that like crystal ball type deal going on. So now that you've got your crystal ball, what you want to do is get a cone and take this metal material, drag it onto the cone, and go to MoGraph, Cloner, and drag the cone into Cloner. Then go to your cloner and do radial. I like to put it on 5. And let's just drag this over. Don't try to use this to adjust the size of the cones, because that's just gonna make everything smaller. You just want to go here and edit the cones like you normally would. So like that, and then come here and make the radius bigger. So like that. So let's get out of here so I can get it more accurately. And just make it surround it, kind of like a starfish type thing. I don't really know what to call it. It looks exactly like a star. So turn the radius down just to where the all the cones are right inside of the sphere. But since it's gonna look like 4 when you're actually doing it, like 4 sides, like a diamond. So it's kind of like trial and error until you get the cones right. So I can turn that radius up a little bit. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's about right. And then you want to come over here, go to rotate, hold control, and rotate it exactly 90 degrees. I'm doing -90, 90, -90 are the same thing pretty much. Right there. That's gonna make it just like cones all the way around. None of them should be sticking out if you got your radius right. None of them, like the bottom part, should be perfect with the ball. That's how you get the crystal ball with the spikes. And just go to select them. So click the first one, hold shift, click the bottom one, right click and do group objects. That makes the null group. And then you can just edit the whole entire thing by holding the null. Let's see if that made it out of proportion. It might have. It shouldn't have. No, it still looks good. So you want to take your spike ball. Do as many that you think look good. I mean, I think 3 honestly looks perfect. Just 3. And you can make them stick out, or you can make them just like all floating. I've never tried more than 3, so I'm going to do that this time. Put one down there, and then put one right there. That's good for the spike balls. For now, it looks like that. Now that you've got that, this is actually like a really easy style to do. The last step for the render is to take your cone and do what you did for the hold on. Yeah, do what you did for the sphere, and since you made 4 subdivisions, you do 4 segments there and 4 segments there, and drag your crystal material onto it, and it comes out looking like an actual crystal. See? Then just take your cone, mess with your height. This part right here is personal preference. I like a skinnier crystal. So just go with that. Drag it over here. Put it in the back like that. I always put the crystals around the logo and never coming through the logo. You can try it if you want and tell me how it looks, but it's your own render, so do what you want with it. Just place the crystals where you think it looks nice. So I'm gonna put one sticking out right there. See what that looks like. Oh no, I don't like that second one. Drag it over here. And then put one more. And have it like this. Right there, that looks perfect, I think. So that's perfect. Now that you've got all this stuff done, it's time to move into your render settings. So you want to go here. You already did your output and save settings. If you didn't do it when I did it, it's 1280 by 720, and then go to save, do PNG, make sure you select alpha channel, go here, pick where you want to save it and name it. Mine's tutorial. And once you've done that, select effect, put ambient occlusion, and then do effect again and do global illumination and leave them how they are. And it might take a little bit, probably like, I don't know, 6 minutes to render. That's normally about the time it takes for me, but I have a pretty good computer. If it takes longer than that, I mean, I don't know, I guess you'll just have to wait. But that's it for this. Oh yeah, and if you don't have light when you do the global, like if you don't set lights, if you're not in a Lightroom, then the global illumination stuff, it'll all just be black, so you have to make sure you put your lights on there if you don't have lights. Then just render it out, and that's pretty much it for this part of the tutorial. Next time I will do the Photoshop part with final touch-ups and blending the background and the stocks and stuff and all that good stuff. Hopefully you'll learn some stuff. And yeah, if you enjoyed this or learned anything, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Help me get to 200. That's my next milestone, and I will put another GFX pack out. So yeah, and I'll link my last GFX pack in the description if you didn't get it. If you did, then you don't have to worry about that. But peace.
Yeah.